tool with fifth wheel bust. Back to the real world, time to wake up, smell antifreeze. The land with big brothers bad to me. I got a blind date with destiny. I'm Mexican with an amazing race I get to be. Must stay out wickedly perfect, you're not a factor, making me nervous. I'm a survivor, collapsed on the planet deserted. That's the word like a $10,000 pyramid scheme. Changing the face of the game like the swarm medical team. Lead troopers, a league of supreme. Rest your luck with sleep, go home, the biggest loser, huh? I'll have the last laugh like the last comic standing. Make it the band play as you walk up stage empty-handed. And I'm taking home America's next top model. Back to the bachelor past, show us some.
John Wall. I'm psyched for this one. Dude is tough as nails. You know you're in for a battle when you're up against him. Big matchup for this team, big matchup for me. We shut him down.
Tugakiller Sports checks in with our loyal viewers with the broadcast from Washington, the home of the Wizards, the Verizon Center. The Wizards. Porter comes in for Jared Dudley. Indiana also making some changes. Mahimi's checked in for Hill. Solomon Hill comes in for Lavoy Allen. And it's Patterson in for George Hill. On the court for Indiana, Patterson in at point guard. Mahimi is out there with Hill. Then it's Paul George, and it's Ellis at the two-guard spot.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that, that's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there, Greg. And we've all seen how dominant Bradley Beal can be. The third overall pick in the 2012 draft. He's already had a solid young career, but still plenty of room to grow.
The Pacers making a switch here. Stuckey's checked in.
Rebounding is going to be the focal point for them in this one, fellas. I can feel it.
No, it always is, and it has been so far, and they've gotten a nice edge on the glass.
6 on the shot clock, and it's Beal in the corner. It's rebounded by Indiana. Talking about Bradley Beal's potential, it's not just the shooting, it's also the passing, and you really don't think of him as a passer, but for such a young two-guard, he's extremely unselfish, averaged over 3 assists a game over the past 2 years.
And the true stars of our game feature versatility. And here's a guy that has also tremendous upside as a rebounder. I mean, how about getting 7 boards almost a game the 1 year he was in college? So he understands the importance of impacting other areas. I mean, last season he had his highest steals average of his career, and everything's upside with this young man. The sky's the limit.
Excellent point. The Pacers have only 1 missed free throw. They've had 5 attempts and made 4 of them. Washington making some changes. Gary Neal's checked in for Beal, and Sessions subbed in for John Wall. And the Pacers also making a change. C.J. Miles, he's checked in for George. Here's Sessions. Here's Porter. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. Here's Patterson. He had 13 points in the win against Charlotte. Hill kicks to Patterson. From the line. It's good, he scores. That's his first basket after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3. Wizards trail by 5. Porter in the corner. Humphries dishes to Gortat. 11 feet away. It's rebounded by Stuckey. For the Washington Wizards, they come in off the loss to Cleveland.
Yeah, and the foul trouble coming down the stretch. You know, they didn't have the guys on the floor you'd like to have out there, nor could they be as aggressive on the defensive side of the ball.
Yeah, and because of the foul trouble, they really didn't want to incur more foul trouble, so they backed off and became passive, and that's no way to play defense.
There's the dish to Miles. We've got 33 seconds left here in the first quarter. Ramon Sessions with the steal. Oh, and a fast break for the Wizards. Here's Neal. The shot's good. Sessions making him pay. Sessions has got 3 assists in the game. Mahinmi passes to Patterson. Rebound, Washington.
Just tentative in the paint, lacking a little bit of confidence, allowed the defender to recover and contest that shot.
And Sessions kicks to Gortat. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. Ahead, a pull-up. Miles, that's good.
Boy, he made a nice little bounce pass there. We call that the pocket pass, and he did it well.
And a chance to hear from Bradley Beal. He came from a football family in St. Louis, but...
She definitely put the ball in my hands.
Checked in for Nene. Porter comes in for Chris Humphries. And Sessions subbed in for John Wall. So an entirely new group in now for Indiana. Mahinmi's checked in for Hill. Hill comes in for George. Rodney Stuckey's checked in for Monte Ellis. And it's Patterson in for George Hill. On the court for Indiana, Patterson, he's in at point guard. Lavoy Allen out there with Mahinmi. Then there's Rodney Stuckey, and it's Hill in at the small forward. Pacers leading by 6. Here's Patterson. Can't hit from 12. Last outing for Indiana. They won that game against Charlotte.
Their percentage from long range in that game was off the charts. It seemed like anytime the fans got a little hostile, they just started to take it up a notch from beyond.
The bombs were really falling, weren't they? I mean, great shooting, especially when you consider it was on the road.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to Doris Burke for an update. Hi, Doris.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Hornets was a big factor. He ended with 13 points and was effective from long range as he got that scoring line by dropping in a good amount of threes. He really was the second unit for his team in a great performance, guys.
All right, Doris. Well, guys, coming off a performance like that has got to have him supremely confident right now.
No doubt. I guarantee he comes into today's game feeling there isn't anything he can't do on the floor right now.
Tell you what, Greg, I think he might be right based on that last game. I'm inclined to agree with you.
No one near Sessions as he lets it fly. His three-pointers off the mark.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Patterson, that's good. And Washington has possession. 7-point differential. The Pacers beat them last time when these two teams met in Indiana.
Yeah, they were just wrecked last time they faced this team, and a lot of it was their own undoing.
And you know, Greg, in that blowout loss that you were alluding to, it was the turnover that really did them in. You can't give possessions away like that and expect to win.
And that put back about as easy a bucket as you're going to get.
Exactly what happens when you don't box out, Greg.
And we've reached halftime in this one.
Well, guys, I'm here with Bradley Beal. And Bradley, we've heard Coach...
The second half just about to get going here. And a new group getting ready for the Wizards. Chris Humphries has checked in for Nene. Otto Porter Jr. comes in for Jared Dudley. Gary Neal's checked in for Beal. And Sessions subbed in for John Wall. So an entirely new group in now for Indiana. Hill, he's checked in for Lavoy Allen. C.J. Miles comes in for George. Rodney Stuckey's checked in for Ellis. And it's Patterson in for Hill. They've got Gary Neal. Chris Humphries is out there with Otto Porter Jr. Then it's Gortat, and it's Sessions in at the point guard position. That's the group on the floor right now for Washington.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist. And for Chris Humphries, last year was a chance to sign with a playoff contender. The Wizards turned out to be even more than that, with the fourth best record in the East. And Humphries helped them to get there, averaging about 6.5 boards per game. And no matter who it is, that kind of D isn't going to get it done.
Hill dishes to Patterson. Stuckey into the lane. Goes back up. And it's good on the layup. And the Pacers lead by 7.
You know, they built their lead here by doing all the little things well.
And one of those little things, Clark, has been rebounding. They've come out and taken complete control of that glass.
Here's Humphries. The shot's good. Sessions making him pay. Sessions has got his 8th assist here tonight. Patterson against Gortat. The high post shot. Patterson can't get it to go.
Some of the shots he's taken have been real head scratchers. I mean, come on. He's out there playing like it's a game of horse at the park.
Porter passes to Neal. Again, the Wizards score.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
And I love the mentality that they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing it. They're moving it side to side until they finally get the one they need.
Stuckey kicks to Patterson. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far. First one falls for him.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
100% since halftime. Come on now. I'm not sure this lead's going away anytime soon with that kind of marksmanship.
Allen's checked in for Indiana. Here's Sessions. The offensive rebound.
And if the shot's not there, you've got to understand that. Move the basketball.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm not quite sure what his mindset or what he was thinking there. I mean, that was just a terrible shot.
From deep, Neal. He got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him.
Ladies and gentlemen, Verizon Center.
We've got a great game on our hands as we welcome you back. The 4th quarter of action getting started. Washington making some changes. Gary Neal comes in for Nene. And Sessions subbed in for Jared Dudley. The Pacers also changing it up. Rodney Stuckey's checked in for Ellis. And it's Patterson in for George Hill. And so in the game for the Pacers, Stuckey and George make up the perimeter. Hill is out there with Lavoy Allen. And it's Patterson in at the 1 spot. And the shot is good.
Almost uncontested. I mean, it's nice to be able to add to the lead without having to really work for it.
Gortat with the screen for Sessions. It's Wall with the drive. And Allen with the block.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one, Greg. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Pacers.
Their defense has been outstanding, closing out on shots and blocking a few as well.
And guys, I think you've got to give them credit for the number of steals they've taken away. I mean, a lot of effort on the defense from them tonight.
And for the last 3 seasons, what a talented young backcourt John Wall and Bradley Beal have become. Wall drafted 1st overall, Beal 3rd in different drafts. A little lottery luck, if you will, and great scouting of these two.
Here's what Washington's going with right now. Nene, he's checked in for Sessions. And Dudley subbed in for Beal. Here's Stuckey. No good. Now the Wizards take it the other way. 1:15 left in the 4th. Well, Clark getting back to Wall and Beal, they really complemented each other perfectly over the last 3 seasons.
Yeah, you look at some of the great backcourts of any age over that time, and Wall and Beal right there with them. And it's good to be so young and talented, that's for sure.
Allen dishes to Patterson. 5 to shoot. The tray. No luck. Wall with some nice defense.
And he made sure not to just draw the foul. That was good defense out on the perimeter.
Very good. He's a thinking man's defender. Knows how to bother even the best shooters without being overly aggressive. They have got to put a body on him, because otherwise, with his agility and athleticism, they're not going to be able to contain him on the offensive glass.
George passes to Patterson. 23 seconds left in the 4th quarter. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Settle down now.
And the Pacers lead by 10.
Well, guys, they came in here and really took charge from the opening tip. This is such a tough thing to do for a visiting team.
If we can't get the ball in, we have another timeout. Use it if you need it.
That's the way it usually works in the NBA. It's going to be a great win, and you know it's going to be a happy plane ride out of here, for sure.
.17 seconds left in the 4th quarter of this one. Neal's shot is off. Now Patterson. So no problem for Indiana as they get the win.
Yes, guys, I'm here with Paul.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now we get a chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, George Hill.
The assists were coming fast and furious for him, man. Always sharp, crisp pass.
And that'll do it for our broadcast tonight. Hope you enjoyed the show. For me and Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, have a wonderful evening.
Yo, freak, what's up, baby? What's up?
Tough matchup tonight. We could very well end up facing these guys in the postseason. So it's important to learn what we can and show them we're not about to back down. If we get it done here, it'll give us that much more confidence if we see them again. The stakes are raising every day at this point, so I better man up.
Welcome, everyone, to Indianapolis, Indiana. It's the home of the Pacers, where we will be broadcasting today's action live. The Pacers still playing on their home court in this one. They're in 5th place in the East, a team to be reckoned with for sure.
And right now, for the Pacers, they've moved toward the postseason with one of the best records in the league. Safe to say, this is not where most people...
Indiana leading. So for Chicago right now, Butler and Snell are the wingmen. Taj Gibson is out there with Mirotic. And it's Brooks in at the point guard. Well, what a season it was for Mirotic last year. Came on stronger for the Chicago Bulls. Continued to improve. Effective in the playoffs. Really a joy to watch in his first year.
And interesting, so much hype going into the season was about Dougie McDermott.
Yes.
Whether or not he was going to be in the running for Rookie of the Year. It ended up being Mirotic. Most years, he could have walked away with that award.
Butler with the steal. In transition, here come the Bulls. Brooks leading the charge. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot two right here.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the knee.
Yeah, really left him no choice there, Greg. He had the foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
And for most of his career, Taj Gibson has been